Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Round 32 Championship predictions brought to you in association with Match Bingo. It's a special treat, Sam. We don't normally do the midweek round, but we're going to try and get through them today. And you've got to get through reporting back on the scores on the doors without being too smug. I think I show a lot of humility when I have a good week. So we'll see how you get on with this. But how did we get on at the weekend, Sam?
Comfortable victory for me, mate. 9 points in total. You got 5 points in total. So yours was courtesy of 5 correct results. And I managed to bag 2 correct score lines. Leeds to beat Rotherham 3-0 and Leicester to win 2-1 at Watford. So yeah, 9-5 to me this week, leaving the scores 75-66 in your favour. So 9 in it.
So you're breathing down my neck a little bit now for the comeback.
Yeah, 4-point swing.
This is the where it gets serious, isn't it? In the running as we approach 10 to go. Okay, let's get into another round then. And I'm watching my back. And this was our mouth-watering matchup to start with, Sam. Do you want to predict first or second this week?
I'll go second.
Oh, wow. So I will dive in then with Birmingham versus Blackburn. And I'm going to steal a Sam Parkin idea here because on the Championship Checking podcast, he said he wondered whether Blackburn might start drawing now John Eustace is in charge. So I'm going to steal that as my own idea and play my 1-1 immediately, as is always a good idea on these. And I'm going to say Birmingham 1, Blackburn 1. Sam, what do you think?
I just think I quite fancy Blackburn here. Know that they can turn it on in the attacking areas. This is going to be a manager who can kind of be welcomed back with open arms, right? You know, there's not going to be any animosity from the Birmingham fans or the staff or Tony Mowbray even, I wouldn't suggest. It'll be his job to try and motivate his players, given the situation they're in. But I think Blackburn could go there and do a job. And I think Birmingham's woes are going forward at the moment. I'm going to go for a rare Blackburn clean sheet. I'm going to go for 2-0 Blackburn Rovers.
Nice idea. Leicester versus Sheffield Wednesday. Sam, you're up first.
Oh, yeah, difficult to make a case for Sheffield Wednesday. Difficult to make a case for anyone going to Leicester.
I was going to say that.
They did win, didn't they? A couple on the road and one at Stoke, if memory serves me right, Sheffield Wednesday, and somewhere else, I think, by 1-0. I can't see them being good enough to do that. Yeah, maybe I'll give them a goal, but I can see them going down 3-1.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to back Leicester every single week, except when they play Leeds and Southampton, probably for the remainder of the season. Just the scoreline. So you've gone 3-1. So I will go. Do you know what? Let's go for a tight one. Let's say Leicester can't be amazing every week, but they can win every week. 1-0. Leicester 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. I'm going to move us on to year 2 parachute teams that came down not last season, but the season before. Norwich versus Watford. I think Watford have got a good record at Carrow Road. Or am I thinking of Bournemouth? I can't remember.
I think they won there last year and won there well, and we covered it at ITV.
I do fancy Norwich, though.
I might have made that up, but
at the moment. I think I fancy both teams to score. So I'm going to back Norwich, and I'm going to say Norwich 2, Watford 1. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like it.
You can double it. You won't catch up any points on me.
No, I'll go for them to drop points, and I'll go for them to get a consecutive 2-2 draw. I'll play my 2-2 there.
A double Desmond. I love that. Sam, can you get any points for Rotherham here? Rotherham versus Hull City.
It's now or never, isn't it? Even when you're talking about a rally, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can see them getting points here. I can. I think it's going to be drab. I think Hull will start clicking in an attacking sense, but maybe not in this game, and I'll play my 1-1.
In which case, I'm going to back Hull. Sorry, Rotherham fans, which is more a backing against Rotherham because obviously they're at the bottom of the table. I think Rotherham got it in them to score, haven't they? So I'm going to go 3-1 to Hull. Rotherham 1, Hull 3. And the game you're working on, Sam, is Swansea v Leeds, but I'm going first. 6 wins in a row for Leeds. Remember Pablo Hernandez scoring that late goal in Swansea v Leeds. That was probably the last time they played this fixture at the Liberty, wasn't it? Famous win for Leeds. Are they going to get a 7th straight win? I think they probably are, aren't they? With your man Groove in midfield and Ampadu behind him. Swansea 0, Leeds 1. Sam, what say you?
Yeah, can't disagree with you. I think Swansea will challenge them. I think Swansea have done some quite interesting business in January. They seem to have recruited quite a lot of attacking kind of power and legs, and I think that's something they've lacked quite a lot over the last couple of seasons. So I think that could, with the kind of philosophy of wanting to keep the ball, but then I think in the final third they maybe have a little bit of thrust. So I can see them scoring, but I can't not see Leeds winning the game. Therefore, I'll go for a 2-1 away win.
And I'm going to tell you in advance here, but you're going first. I'm playing my bonus point on this one. I'm just trying to put the fear of God up to you before you predict Bristol City versus Southampton.
Okay. Again, you never really know what Bristol City are going to turn up. And I think they'll have their moments here, but I think Southampton will win, but they'll win narrowly to show they can do it both ways. I'm going to go for a 1-0 away win.
So I'm going to go for a silly one here because it was 5-3 at the weekend. Can I have a bonus point, Sam, for Bristol City 3, Southampton 3? Are you endorsing that?
I'll give you 2 bonus points for that.
No way. What? So I get 5 points if that comes in?
Yeah, I'll put that. There it is in brackets. 2 bonus points for a 3-3.
Wow. I feel I have to be generous back. And we have to speak about the generous people first at Match Bingo, who do sponsor all of our look ahead shows and our prediction shows. And Sam knows how to point up at the sign now. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be watching along with Bristol City Southampton. I'll be playing along. You can also play along on Sam's game tomorrow night, which is Swansea versus Leeds. It's £2 for your card. Please play responsibly. If you do want to play for free, download the app anyway, and you can play the Bingals game on Saturday. That is absolutely free. But help out me and Sam. Let them know we sent you by going via this QR code. There we go. Right. Let's move on, Sam. And it's me, and it's West Brom versus Cardiff. I've got a bit of a crush on West Brom and Carlos Corberán. I really like how he sets them up and how deliberate they are in their pressing and their counter-attacking. So I am going to back West Brom, having watched them draw with my lot of the weekend. And West Brom at home, we love the clean sheet, don't we? West Brom 2, Cardiff 0, Sam.
Yeah, I should really have the fixtures up in front of me because I want to play a good bonus point card here. Something says to me that the old floodgates may open here. I think yours is the sensible shout. Do you know what? I'm just going to go for a 3-0.
It's bold. Don't think it's worth a bonus point, is it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, Huddersfield versus Sunderland, Sam.
Well, 2 teams that will
Goldfest?
probably... Yeah, difficult to call. Really difficult to call. I suppose a lot would probably hinge on who's in charge of Huddersfield again. If it's Worthington, then you'd expect them to go and have a go. So for that reason, I'll go for it. And I'll give you Huddersfield 3, Sunderland 2.
Is that for your bonus point?
Yes, please.
You can't have 2 for that though. Yeah, that's just a 4-point of that one. Yeah, I like goals in this one, but I think I'm going to back. So you went for Huddersfield home win. Wow, I didn't clock that. I was just counting up all the goals. I think I'm going to back Sunderland then, Sam, and I'll go for both teams to score. Huddersfield 1, Sunderland 3. And I'm going to move us on to Plymouth versus Coventry. I'm finding this one quite tough to call, Sam. I might need your help. So Plymouth we always like at home, don't we? Coventry we really like defensively and they're in good form. I just wonder whether they just cancel each other out. Sorry, Argyle fans, I don't think Plymouth win, but I think they could draw it, couldn't they? But I think it's a low scorer. So it's either a low scoring draw or a low scoring Coventry win. Sorry, Sam, I'm going to play another 1-1. I know it's dull, but I'm doing it. Plymouth 1, Coventry 1.
I'd like to know the last team to win at Argyle. We got the means of...
Yeah, you keep talking and I'll tell you.
Of that, Leeds in the cup.
Yeah, that's not an EFL game.
But in the league, I'm not sure how far that dates back. I think Whittaker, Hardy will continue to cause problems. I think there'll be goals in this. I'm going to go for Plymouth to win by the odd goal, 2-1.
And the last team to win there, Sam, you're right, 7th of October, Plymouth 1, Swansea 3. Sorry, what was your score prediction? My bad.
2-1 to Argyle.
2-1 to the Argyle. And we're going to stay with you. And this is Preston featuring our player to watch from the Championship Check-In podcast, Mads Frocke Jensen, Preston versus Borough.
Tricky, really tricky. Feels almost like Middlesbrough need to go on a bit of a run now. Need to turn their fortunes around. How much has their confidence been dented by the last few weeks? Obviously got some players coming back now. This is really difficult. I'm going to go against form then. The last 4 results are just, you couldn't predict what was going to come out of my mouth, Ben. This is either going to be genius or people are going to be questioning why they listen to this podcast. I'm going to go for Middlesbrough to win 2-1 at Deepdale.
I'm going to flip you, Sam. I like Preston with momentum and I like Preston at home, even though I love Middlesbrough under Carrick. Let's go with Preston again. And I'm going to do exactly the opposite of you, like you did to me last week. I'll go 2-1, but to Preston. And my God, what a gigantic game this is. Stoke versus QPR. It's going to be tense. It might be tight. Does that mean it's going to be a low score? It probably is. Everyone's going to be terrified to lose. And you're going to hate me for this one, Sam. I'm going to go with home form, even though it's dreadful for Stoke, as you pointed out in the Championship Check-In podcast. Changing my mind. I was going to back Stoke to win 1-0. Do you think I should change my mind from that?
No, stick with that.
Okay. Stoke 1, QPR 0, Sam. What do you reckon?
This is good because there's a lot of different outcomes here. So I'm going to...
We're equally upsetting all fan bases this week.
I'm basically going to capture loads of points back here. I'm going to go for Stokes goal scoring home woes to continue. I'm going to go for QPR to win by a 1-0. A rare.
He's flipped it the other way around. I love it. It's getting very, very tactically. By the way, get your predictions in the comments, as we always say. And finally, Sam, Millwall versus Ipswich. I think, did you not cover the reverse fixture for TalkSport?
Yeah.
Is that right? There you go. You got a head start on me on this one then. Away you go.
Yeah, they were amazing in that first half. I think it was Joe Edwards' maybe second game, maybe third game. Didn't really lay a glove on them. I think they'll have a go here. And I always say, that atmosphere is always improved by the state of the opponent, where they sit in the league, the amount of fans. I'd imagine Ipswich will fill out that away end. I think they'll have a good go here. could be a draw, but I'm just going to go for Ipswich. And do you know what? I'll go for another 2-1. 2-1 Ipswich.
Are we both going to back Ipswich? I think we both backed Ipswich against West Brom, didn't we? And that turned out to be a draw. But I watched both sides for 90 minutes at the weekend. I felt that Ipswich could have beaten West Brom and were reasonably unlucky not to. And I felt that Millwall fell away after a really good first 25 minutes. So on that basis, I am going to back Ipswich. And I'm going to call it Millwall 0, Ipswich 1. And that is the latest load of predictions. Sam, as I always say at this point, there are two types of people in this world. The people who get involved in the predictions in the comments before the games, and the people that don't and then just comment on our predictions afterwards. So you know which type of person you need to be, and you need to get involved in the predictions down in the comments. Big thank you to Max Bingo. And if you think me and Sam are chatting loads and loads of sense, then you need to check each and every week the Championship Check-In podcast, 1 hour of Championship chat that's equally or even more sensible than the clip that you have just listened to. Say goodbye, Sam.
Yeah, I'm playing tactically now, basically, is what I want to get across to the listener. So fans of Sunderland, Coventry, Preston North End, Stoke, and I could go on. It's nothing personal. I've got to catch Ben.
It's absolutely personal.